pushing for a Green New Deal. That is what we want to see implemented in this country. The aim of a worker-led, just transition. We want climate justice, and with that comes social equity.
Climate justice is crucial to this struggle. Those who have contributed least to the problem of climate change are those people who are suffering the greatest impacts the most quick. Any solutions to climate change have got to be solutions that challenge those inequalities.
We can't just stand back and applaud climate strikers. We absolutely have to get involved.
Our national union passed a motion unanimously to go to Trade Union Congress calling on the TUC to call for a 30-minute workday stoppage. It would be 6 million trade unionists down tools on the day.
Everyone should think about being as bold and as determined, as creative as they possibly can to get something happening in their workplace. Start with trying to get a workplace meeting, but then go to your employer. Most employers do support action on climate change.
My job is working at the biggest ad agency in Europe. I went and met our CEO last week. I told her the climate strike was taking place and that we wanted her blessing for staff to take part if they wanted to strike on that day. 5 days later, she announced that if people wanted to take part, then management would respect their decision. It just goes to show that even with a huge corporate company, you can get people on board.
As soon as I read that people were going to close on September the 20th, there was no contest. Of course we'll be closed. I'd like a general strike where everybody closed and we all marched.
We've negotiated as a union with our council that all of the council workers will be able to come out on 20th of September in front of the council building, and afterwards anyone who wants to come into Manchester to join the actual rally will be able to do so, taking unpaid time but without any penalty.
Salford has called a climate emergency, but most of their stuff is very individualistic based rather than looking at the big polluters. A lot of the local authorities are in partnership over Manchester Airport, but there are a number of smaller issues again that we can probably work with them on. Single-use plastics or trying to improve air quality.
We've been trying to improve how we work as a practice, but unless there is political action at the same time, all we're doing is moving emissions elsewhere. So the idea is that all three offices, London, Edinburgh and Manchester, shut their doors, and then we'll be joining up with the UK Green Building Council to go to protests.
This time last year we saw 30 consecutive days of wildfires in the northwest of England. That took over 220 firefighters and 15 fire services to tackle that. But we've lost over 11,000 firefighters since 2010. We've seen an increase in flooding, which sees firefighters having to enter dangerously fast moving and dirty water. And in England we have no statutory duty to do that. So that means we have no funding for the training or the equipment. Sadly, in my region, we've already lost a brother training in flood response. We're going to be holding meetings around our region discussing what sort of action we can take within the fire service on the 20th.
If your union are already out on strike over issues to do with your workplace, wherever action can be coincided, go for it.
We're on strike anyway for a living wage, and we're encouraging all members of PCS to meet us down here at 12:30, and then we'll do a big march to Parliament and join the rest.
We support the students and everybody should support them as well. People, wake up. We are killing ourselves.
Taking away my dignity, time to fight on.
6 universities from across Scotland will be looking to walk out on the day. And my own college, our branches, voted to join the protest.
Buses are a more environmentally friendly way to get around, and it means there's less cars on the road, less pollution. At some point in the day we will be showing our support by stopping the buses, bringing to everybody's awareness on the roads and on the buses why we're doing it.
Support this very important event. We are committed to making mass transport available and actually integrated. We're also campaigning for renationalisation of the railway, but also parts of the underground.
1 million climate jobs in the UK could be created to reduce emissions dramatically, up to 80% in a short space of time.
And Mother Earth, she cries, I can't turn back time.
On the 20th of September, thousands of people all over the world will be walking out of work in order to strike for climate action, and we'd ask you humbly to join us then.